What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style OG. And on today's video, I've got a review of Dolce Gabbana's The One. If you're new to the channel, we release a new video every day at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe, tap that notification bell, and join us. And to my returning friends, like glass half full, salute. Now today's video is actually the result of a slight error I recently made. Now if you haven't checked it out, I recently dropped my video for the top fall colognes of this year, link in the description for your viewing pleasure. But after doing this video, I realized I left one of my favorite fall colognes of all time off the list, Dolce Gabbana's The One. So I figured the best way to correct this mistake, especially since I hadn't done a full review on it anyway, was to review one of my fall favorites, and it's especially my favorite fall date night cologne. So without any further delay, let's get into this review of D&G's The One. And of course, I'm gonna have a link in the description if you wanna try a bottle of this cologne for yourself. Now what you have with Dolce & Gabbana's The One, and the concentration I have here is the eau de parfum, as opposed to the eau de toilette I used to rock a few years ago. Some improvements here that I'll note is you have a warm, sweet, woodsy, masculine scent. That's how I best sum it up. A few other words I would use to describe it: rich, deep, and creamy. First off, let's get into the notes. For the top notes, we have coriander, bergamot, and basil, mid notes of cardamom, ginger, and neroli, and base notes of cedar and tobacco. And when you combine all these notes together, like I said earlier, you get a warm, masculine, woodsy scent that's perfect for fall. Now, when you first spray it on, the initial take I get from it is a bit of a citrusy, gingery type smell. Kind of a sweet grapefruit smell, I would say, initially. But that smell doesn't last very long. What you get once it starts to dry down is a sweet tobacco amber type scent. Very sweet, very warm, very rich. And when wearing it throughout the day, those are the dominant scents you're gonna get. I get sweet, I get warm, I get rich, very deep. Now, as far as performance, here's where we start having the improvement over the original eau de toilette concentration. And just a side note for you guys who don't know the difference, eau de toilette has a lesser concentration of the essential oils that goes into making a cologne scent, whereas the eau de parfum has a bit more of that concentration, giving you a deeper scent. That's just in general, not just for this cologne. So with this one, as compared to the one that came out in 2008, this one came out in 2015, I believe, you get a deeper, richer, warmer scent. On top of that, one of the main complaints about the original The One, the performance was lackluster at best. Now, I'm someone, unfortunately, who seems to get better performance out of colognes than the average person, but from my experience and guys I've talked to, the original, they would get maybe 3 to 5. Now with this eau de parfum, you're gonna get more of a 4 to 6. I sometimes stretched it out to 7. 7 improvement, but not over the moon improvement, but enough for me to say grab this one instead of that one. Now you may remember me earlier mentioning that I think this is the perfect fall date night cologne, and there's a couple of reasons why. One, although the projection is mediocre, I think a projection that's not crazy is better for date night. I like the cologne that's a little mysterious, you have to get a little closer. But once she gets closer to you and smells The One, it's a wrap. Sexy and seductive, she's gonna wanna cuddle right up next to you during the fall. I don't like colognes that make a loud announcement when I'm on a date. I like to be subtle, a little stealth, and The One is perfect for that on your fall date nights. The projection and performance, I think, just adds up to the perfect date cologne. Warm, rich, and inviting, you can't go wrong with the eau de parfum concentration of The One. Bonus for this one, although it's warm and woodsy, it's not too powerful, it's not too out there, it's not obnoxious, you don't have to worry about it offending anyone. It's mass market, but I think in a great way. So my overall take on Dolce & Gabbana's The One, the eau de parfum, I think it's excellent, knocks it out of the park. It's one I highly recommend for you, a staple in my fall rotation, and the perfect date night cologne. On a scale of 1 to 10 salutes, I give Dolce & Gabbana's The One, eau de parfum, 9.95 salutes. Okay, so there you have it. My review of Dolce & Gabbana's The One, eau de parfum concentration. Let me know in the comment section. Do you have any experience with this fragrance? What do you think? Is it the perfect fall date night cologne? As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit that like button. Helps the channel to grow. And of course, Tap that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos released every day at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I'll check you out tomorrow.